Welcome to the all-new Sports Visions. I'm DJ Jones alongside my good friend and traveling partner. How are you, sir?
What's up, player?
Hey, man, I'm excited, man, because obviously it's getting serious. It's getting serious as far as this football season is going on. Of course, the playoffs with the Braves have started, man, and it's getting serious.
It's getting real serious, DJ. And again, the month of October brings in all kinds of sports. Even NBA basketball has started, DJ. So I'm happy.
Coming up in just a little bit, we'll have an opportunity to talk local high school football as well as the Tuskegee Morehouse Classic. Of course, we have with us the chairperson, Lisa Goodwin, who will have an opportunity to give you all the business as what's going on during the Tuskegee Morehouse Classic week. And, of course, don't forget the Braves in the playoffs. We have an opportunity to break that down. The Falcons I got a report on them, but I don't know if I want to give it to you. But all that and more coming up next on Sports Visions.
Don't miss the annual Tuskegee Morehouse Football Classic, featuring the Morehouse Maroon Tigers versus the Tuskegee Golden Tigers. This is a cat fight you don't want to miss. Saturday, October the 12th at the A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium. Kickoff time is at 2 p.m. Be sure to check out all the classic events, including the classic cocktails and networking. Don't you dare miss the classic parade, tailgating, and one of the largest vendor fairs around. That's the annual Tuskegee Morehouse Football Classic, the granddaddy of them all.
UFC Fight Pass is coming to the Columbus Civic Center Thursday, October 10th. Columbus, Phoenix City, Fort Benning, and the entire Chattahoochee Valley. Star International Entertainment presents Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass. Tickets are on sale now and going fast at the Columbus Civic Center box office. Thursday, October 10th at the Columbus Civic Center, featuring Jacob Kilborn, a Dana White Contender Series veteran versus Javonis Ross. Undefeated 9-0 prospect Askar versus Albert Martinez. Chase Boutwell versus Joey Martin. Heavyweight action with Chris Beast Boy Barnett versus Rashawn Action Jackson, plus the #1 ranked fighter in the Southeast, Jared Gooden, Lamar Brown, and more. Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass at the Columbus Civic Center, October 10th. Drone streaming live in over 250 countries. Tickets are going fast. General admission seats start at just $25. Get your tickets now at the Columbus Civic Center box office or visit Ticketmaster.com. Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass, Thursday, October 10th at the Columbus Civic Center.
If you wanna get to the top, raise your hands up. Wanna get to the top, raise your hands up. Wanna get to the top, raise your hands up. Raise your hands up. Raise your hands up. Wanna get to the top, raise your hands up. Wanna get to the top, raise your hands up. Wanna get to the top, raise your hands up. Raise your hands up. Raise your hands up. I got all these things going on. Every day I keep pushing on, pushing forward, moving along. The game is tight, if the game is strong. It takes teamwork, it takes strides. Might be knocked down, but I'll survive. I work hard from 9 to 5. Every day I'm trying to stay alive.
I'm Loretta Rose, and I'm hanging out with Sports Vision Dale Williams.
Hey, how you doing, Loretta?
I'm good. I'm hanging out with this champion. We are here at Central High School 2019 homecoming game, and Dale, it is lit already.
It's already lit, Loretta. I think they do a great job. They have a college atmosphere pre-game show, and Chris Blackshear and the Central High School team, they do a great job of putting on a show. Not just a football game, but a special event.
Exactly, and you are right about that, my brother. A show. It is a show. The DJ is lit, rocking it, and Dale, the traffic is saturated.
Well, you know, that's the thing to do over here in Phoenix City. You know, nothing unites this community better than a high school football game.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad you said that, because that's a topic tonight that we're talking about, and we want to share it with you all that are watching. And Dale had a great topic that he were talking about, and it is so relevant. I believe we all can attest to how football unites a community.
I mean, really, it's true. And I think really when you start talking about blacks, white, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, nothing unites a community like football game. This community is just with greatness always comes from sports and this community. I mean, really, when you start talking about, we know football Friday night, Saturday night, everybody's unified about football. Who's your favorite team? Georgia, Auburn, Alabama. And then, on Sunday, we know Sunday is the most segregated day of the week. Because they're going to their church, everybody's going to a different church, but I think nothing unites it like a community like this, but it's a good thing.
Good thing,
because when we talk about and discuss things that we have common, football is one of them. Our kids, the best interest of our kids, the health of everyone. Everybody, anything that has things in common, we're united by those things.
Absolutely, I love that, and that's a great topic, Dale, because you guys at Sports Vision, you see this all the
Ladies
time.
and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's ball game. Here at Karen Harrison
we pull
Stadium.
so many things out of sports. Sports is so influential.
Time to meet the starting lineup for your Central Red Devils.
Just going out, just participating, knowing that you have one thing in
First up
common. I
on
like to
defense,
win.
defensive
I work
end
hard.
number 94,
a lot of
Reggie
human resource
Jackson.
people hire people who play sports,
At the nose,
play
number
football
90,
because they know they got a winning
Montavious
attitude.
Maddox.
They have an attitude that they want to win.
At defensive
they
end
get
number
along with
17,
people, and they have great ethics.
Awesome. So
At
we're here
linebacker number
at the
24,
homecoming game
Nick
of Central High
Lewis.
School, and we're gonna flip it
At
around. I'm
linebacker
bouncing
number
with Sports
13,
Vision Dale
DJ
Williams, our brother
Ramsey.
DJ Jones. He handling
At
business
linebacker
as
number
usual.
20,
We'll be right
Jalen
back.
Robinson.
And welcome back to Sports Visions, Dale. High school football, again, week 6 upon us. And again, homecoming week. And of course, speaking of homecoming, congratulations to the Central Red Devils. They were able to take care of business.
They did. They took care of business, DJ, against Park Crossing, 31-7. I mean, really, DJ saw a little piece of the game. Really, it wasn't much of a game. It really was worse than 31-7.
So again, Central has still all their plans, everything still right in front of them. Hadn't had anything since the blemish in game in week 1.
That's right, DJ. I think really, man, like I said, when we looked at the schedule at the beginning of the year, they're taking care of their business one game at a time, DJ. And 5-1, they go to Enterprise and play those guys, and then they probably gonna have some competitive games at the end of the year, DJ. But they're getting better and better, man.
In addition to, of course, the homecoming game for Central, well, let's take a look at the games from last week. On Thursday, Carver beat Columbus High School 51-10. Hurd County beat Spencer 38-4, and that was on Thursday. And of course, the Friday night games featured Hardaway beat America's Sumter 2014. Central of Carrollton beat LaGrange 17-14. Troop beat Chapel Hill 21-14. Lamar County beat Jordan 21-6. And Chatco got by Seminole County 30-0. Brookstone beat up on Greenville Dale 34-6, and Bocelli beat Central of Tarleton 34-0. Just a couple of more games here to give you. Manchester beat Marion County 43-14. Harris County beat Northside 62-42. Calvary Christian beat Lafayette Christian 17-7. As you mentioned, Central of Phoenix City beat Park Crossing 31-7. Stanhope Elmore beat Smith Station 20-17, and Peach County got by Kendrick by the whopping score of 77-14.
Oh, they slipped by them.
Yeah, but again, all in all, it's just a few weeks. We'll all be looking forward to the playoff matchups, and again, Dale, it gives us a perfect opportunity to talk about what we have going on at the very end of the season with regards to these young kids, these student athletes. Is the 12th annual Sports Vision's High School Football Awards Luncheon.
I mean, really, DJ, the 12th annual DJ. Again, December the 12th down at St. Luke Ministry Center. St. Luke does a great job for us, DJ. We're looking forward to really having another good time. Don't know who's going to be the speaker yet, but it's going to be a good one, DJ. If you give them a little history on it.
Well, you know what? I was out there with social media, put it out there because, again, I was just sharing. I wasn't bragging. I was just sharing with you because these 4 coaches all have something in common. They're all undefeated right now, and they're all currently, their teams are in the Associated Press top 10. And again, if you can believe that. And of course, I'm talking about none other than Nick Saban, Dabo Swinney, Gus Malzahn, and Kirby Smart. And in addition to that, what do they all have in common? Well, if you don't know, you're going to know right now. They all have spoken, been in town on behalf of Sports Visions to speak at our awards luncheon. And Dale, we're excited. We don't know quite who we're gonna announce it down the road. But again, these guys have all been here, and we're just so blessed to have the type of talent we have to draw these types of coaches. The best in the world. Right now, these guys are all in the top 10, undefeated, so they're still all in the playoff hunt.
And really, DJ, is still so much powerful. People don't realize how powerful high school football is. To get these guys in town to come see these prospects that we do have from 26 high schools, 52 kids coming in, chosen by their coaches and their administrators, for them to come to this banquet. Really, it's an easy draw, DJ. It's an easy deal for us. But I think one of the biggest things that you do, it's continuously unites the community, DJ, with these kids. Everybody coming, and it really doesn't seem to matter who speaks, DJ. All of the Auburn people are there, Alabama people are there, Georgia people are there. It's just a great outpouring of unity in the community.
So save the date, Thursday, December the 12th, 11:30 at St. Luke Ministry Center, and that's where we'll have our 12th annual, 12 of these things. Can you believe it? Where has the time? The time has flown by.
We got almost a grown kid right now.
That's right.
Really, it's getting better and better. Thanks for all those continual renewals and supporters of this great event.
Absolutely. And again, when you talk about the residuals, well, we got kids that are in the NFL. We got kids that are in major colleges. We got kids that, are great fathers, great citizens in their communities that have come through the Sports Visions Awards luncheon, and we're so proud of that.
It's big time, DJ, and you start talking about naming guys from Jarvis Jones to Isaiah Crowell to Quan Marshall. Even Reuben Foster. We got people coming in and out of town. That come in, that really, a lot of people really look for this event to see that next superstar, DJ.
All right, don't go anywhere. This is Sports Vision.
You, me, a little time is all it takes to make us smile. It's better when we get together. Me, myself, and I, we can get along just fine. It's better when we get together.
Welcome back to Sports Vision. It's now time for our SEC Report, Dale, of course, brought to you by our good friends at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
All right, DJ.
And let's go. Let's start it right now. First of all, Georgia was off, and they needed to be off. Obviously, they're going to be playing Tennessee, but I think Kirby took the time to really get back to the basics, as all the coaches do in the off weeks. Again, what we found out is that, in the first 4 games, Georgia obviously is still number 3 in the country, and but they still have so much more growth and so much more to do with regards to showing us the type of team that they're going to be. One of the big things, one of my takeaways from what I've seen out of the first 4 games, Dale, and I'm sure that they probably worked diligently during this past off week, is the vertical passing game, throwing the ball down the field to those talented young wide receivers.
They got to do that, DJ. We talked about it all last week, and I'm sure that they have a lot of practice on doing this off week, of getting a little bit more creative, especially down the field. You got weapons. You got to use those weapons. Your vertical game definitely got to improve, man. And I think some of the other things for us, having a week off, DJ, as far as the physicality piece is concerned, but defensively, especially on the back end, they're going to have to do a whole lot better job down the road, DJ, even when they play Tennessee this week. Yeah, we're talking about Tennessee because one thing about the SEC, when you go on the road in the SEC, DJ, the games become a whole lot harder. So they're going to have their work cut out for them, DJ, but I think really that off week did them well, heal some injuries or things of that nature. Players can develop a little bit more. But the biggest thing, like you said, DJ, I hope they got something for their vertical guy.
And speaking of off week, Tennessee also had the off week, and they needed it, of course, and they need all the work they can get. Garrett Garantano, the quarterback there, I don't know quite what's going on with him. Sometimes he's hot, and most of the time he's not this season. But they got to get the offense going though. Again, they got to get a lot of things going with Tennessee, Dale, because again, at the same time, this is a game. Georgia is coming into Knoxville. Georgia is the big bully. Georgia's number 3 in the country. If you are a Tennessee player, and I know I'm just putting myself in that position, obviously we've been beat up. You hadn't performed up to what your capabilities have been. Certainly not what your coaches thought you would be. But what a better time to make a showing in front of the world and to let them know that, hey, we are still here. But again, staying focused as far as Kirby's concerned. It's a big chore for Tennessee. I expect Georgia to beat them up pretty good, but what an opportunity for Tennessee.
Well, it's a great opportunity for Tennessee, and I'm sure Jeremy Pruitt is really just itching just to get back on the field and see how his players have developed. Are they listening? Do they buy in everything that's being coached? I'm like you said, DJ, they had a bye week also, but I think really it's a great opportunity for Tennessee to knock these guys off because in the same sense, I'm sure Jeremy Pruitt is telling these guys that, Georgia's not all that good. They're number 3 in the country, but we can play with these guys, and I'm sure it's going to be a competitive game, like it always is, DJ. So it's going to be a great challenge for Georgia. I mean, everybody has great expectations for Georgia. Yeah, you rank number 3 in all this, but at the same time, you can't, believe the hype so much to the fact that you continue not to play your best football. And really, out of all 4 games, DJ, I don't think Georgia's played their best game yet.
Absolutely. Let's take it over to the Plains where the Auburn Tigers, man, each and every week, they've continued to show more and more progress, especially at the quarterback position. But I'm more impressed with the running game that obviously coming into the season, there was questions. Booby Whitlow has, he's jumped out of the bag. He's the leader of the pack. And again, with the leadership, when each and every week, and Bo Nix is a freshman, but he's been in some big games, man. But I'm really impressed with him because he's coming full circle as well because he's threw for over 300 yards last week. We saw what he can do moving around and, of course, eluding the rush and, of course, getting the extra yards used by using his feet as a dual threat. But Auburn is just, right now, again, a lot of people think that they are the number 1 ranked team in the country based on their performance. They played some really significant games and proved that they do belong.
I think really they definitely belong in the conversation about the college football playoff. Definitely, if they can run the table and continue to win and play over their heads like they've been playing this year, I think they can be that, DJ. And really, it's going to come down to some big games like the Florida game this week. It's going to come down to a Georgia game. It's going to come back, it's going to come down to the Alabama game. So really, I think they've done great. I think they should be higher in the poll, DJ, right now. But I think really polls doesn't even matter right now, DJ. When December 1st comes around, that's when the polls going to really matter. And I think if Auburn continues to play like that, they'll definitely be in the top 4, man.
Well, it seems like everybody's getting healthy on offense. I know that Anthony Schwartz is back, and that's a dangerous weapon. And, of course, Gus has a wonderful way of using him. And you talk about, all the other things that they're doing with the offense. But, the defense. Obviously, we talked about Derek Brown, and he got the national honors last week. However, he's the actual anchor of that defense, man. And, again, we're talking about one of the best defensive line in the country.
He is definitely, DJ. He might be the Outland Trophy Award winner at this point, or he's definitely in the conversation. He's been playing like that ever since he's been at Auburn, and again, he's got the best tools there is with Rodney Gardner there. They have a slew of defensive linemen. I think that's the key to their defense. They got agile linebackers. And really, Auburn is very physical on defense. They're going to hit you. From the corners all the way to the defensive linemen. So Auburn right now looks real good, DJ. And like I said, man, they are definitely in the conversation of college football.
Huge game going down to the Swamp to play the University of Florida Gators, man. And, I think that they're equipped at the rate that they've been progressing over the course of the season. Dan Mullen is going to have his hands full.
He's definitely going to have his hands full. But, like I said, Dan Mullen's been looking forward to this game. I think the quarterback situation at Florida, I think they were getting very comfortable with their backup quarterback. But at the same time, DJ, Gus loves these kind of games too, and I think really for him calling plays, he's done a great job of offensively calling the ball, calling plays, getting the ball in the Seth Williams' hand and the Anthony Schwartz piece, man. I mean, this guy's got this play spread out, and even with the Bo Nix piece running the option and Booby, running the football, Auburn is a dangerous team on offense too, DJ.
Let's take it over to Tuscaloosa, where Alabama is this week's has the number one spot in the Associated Press college football poll deal, and they're well deserved. Clemson obviously slipped, but you know what? Alabama is the next best team.
I mean, really, right now they are the next best team, DJ, and with all the explosion that they have, DJ, in their passing attack, Devontae Smith, 6 touchdowns, DJ? I mean, really, Tua throwing the ball all around. Really, they're not doing a whole lot of damage running the ball, but when you throw them for touchdown, and some people really, I think, for defensive coordinators from all these schools, DJ, I think they don't believe these guys are that good until they play them, and then you want to put your players in one-on-one situations and playing little baby zones and not putting your hands on these receivers, and they're making you look stupid because they got 4 of the best receivers again in the country.
Everybody knows that Jerry Jeudy is the All-American and obviously an outside shot at the Heisman. But again, Devontae Smith, we heard from him last when he caught the winning touchdown pass from Tua in the national championship game against Georgia. But since then, he went on to put on a performance this past weekend deal, 11 receptions, 270-plus yards, 5 touchdowns. And a couple of SEC records there, a couple of school records as well. But he is, he's one of several that, they're interchangeable and, of course, they're deadly.
They're deadly, DJ, and I think really everybody knows that in the country. You got to stop their passing attack before you deal with the running attack piece. But really, they're going to be physical either way. Tua's got all day in the world to throw the ball, and I think one of the best qualities that Tua has, DJ, he hits his receivers in stride. He works out with them. He is a good timing quarterback. And really, man, I think Alabama deserves to be number one at this point. Because really, nobody's come close to them, DJ. And really, I think they have a favorable schedule, but you can't be too favorable when you got to go to Tennessee, you got to play LSU, and you got to play Auburn still. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Alabama Crimson Tide finish out.
For all that success that we wished or talked about of Alabama, they still have some weaknesses. Again, Ole Miss came up with a lot of rushing yards that you don't normally find, again. But you got to remember, a lot of freshmen playing in that front 7 that are playing over their deal. So, but again, they have to address it because it's on film. Ole Miss came in and rushed for over 200 yards, and most of that in the first half.
And most of it was in the first half. Alabama makes adjustments, DJ. But really, if you're going to play Alabama, DJ, you're going to have to score some points, too. Because they're going to put some points on the board. And I think that has really made Alabama the most dangerous team and probably the best team in the country because you have to score points against these guys, and they don't usually give up a lot of points on defense.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week.
All right, our Chick-fil-A Picks of the Week this week. Alabama is off. Auburn will be going to Gainesville, Florida to play the Gators. Georgia will travel to Knoxville to play Tennessee. Ohio State will play Michigan State. Michigan will go against Iowa. Texas against West Virginia. Washington will go against Stanford. And Duke will play Pitt.
Smoke in the sky and fire in the air. Desire burns between them. Lead your way. Sing your song. Moving every day, going further on.
No matter who you cheer for, we're all fans. Great tailgates start at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price every day.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price, with 3 locations to serve you.
UFC Fight Pass is coming to the Columbus Civic Center Thursday, October 10th. Star International Entertainment presents Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass, featuring Jacob Kilbourne, a Dana White Contender Series veteran, versus Javonis Ross, Askar versus Albert Martinez, Chase Boutwell versus Joey Martin, Chris Barnett versus Rashawn Action Jackson, plus the #1 ranked fighter in the Southeast, Jared Gooden, Lamar Brown, and more. Get your tickets now at the Columbus Civic Center box office or visit Ticketmaster.com. Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass, Thursday, October 10th at the Columbus Civic Center.
For the best in local, regional, and national sports, tune into the new hour-long Sports Visions TV show, airing Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on East Alabama Cable's CTV Beam, Channel 207, and worldwide on YouTube TV. Join your hometown sports guys, DJ Jones and Dale Williams, for the hottest sports talk show in town, Sports Visions Radio Show, airing Mondays and Thursdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on WRCG 92.1 FM. Don't forget to download our free app from your smartphone's app store and follow us on Instagram at Sports Visions TV and on Facebook at Sports Visions TV Show. I'm Amber Williams for the Sports Visions Radio Network.
Hello, everybody. I'm DJ Jones. You might know me from my athletic career at Carver High School, University of Georgia, or my sports broadcasting career. I know a lot of people. But when it comes to an attorney I trust, I call Forrest B. Johnson.
I'm Forrest Johnson of Forrest B. Johnson & Associates. And I want to let you know how proud we are to be a part of your community, a part of the Columbus community and the Phoenix, Alabama community. Consider us first. When you or any member of your family has been involved in an automobile accident, remember, car wreck, get a check.
Call now, 706-223-5380. Welcome back to Sports Visions. It's that time of year again. That's right, the 84th annual Tuskegee Morehouse Classic is in town, and of course we are pleased to have in the studio with us the chairperson of the Classic Committee, Lisa Goodwin. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much. So glad to be here.
Welcome to Sports Vision.
Thank you always.
Well, Lisa, it's a lot of folks out there excited about what's going to be going down with the Tuskegee Morehouse Committee Classic weekend. Of course, the committee has worked hard together to prepare all of the events, and with you being the chief, the head, the CEO, the chairperson, obviously you have a big responsibility, and you had a lot of people, a lot of moving parts, a lot of people helping you do it.
We absolutely did. You know, we've been working on this for a year now. Literally, once it ends, it begins again. And so we're excited about this 84th Classic. We have a great team of people who are working with us. And I can tell you that day is going to be filled with a lot of excitement. And so October the 12th, we're looking so forward to it. But you know what? We always start this week off with, first of all, with church service. We cannot do the week without kind of invoking that in. But we actually will start on October the 1st, and that is tomorrow, of course, and we're going to be getting our proclamations on both sides of the river from Phoenix City and from the Columbus City Council. And then, of course, after that, then we start the Sunday service and the other events that we have going on. And so we're excited. We're looking forward to it. A lot of hard work has gone into this. And the one thing about this Classic is it's like a big family reunion. It's been going on for 84 years, even longer, of course, since 1935. And if you recall, people would come out to this game decked out from head to toe, you know, in their minks and furs, and you know, and generations of people, families have gone to this game, and they continue to come.
You know, another thing that made this game synonymous, that usually when the Tuskegee Morehouse game is in town, along with the fair, that's when the cool weather usually comes in. So hopefully this is bringing some cool weather, because it's been really, really hot.
It really is, and so we're looking forward to it. But I can tell you, you know, we have a lot of activities going on after the proclamation. Then, of course, we have the recruitment fair is going to be Tuesday. It's going to be that Wednesday, and we're looking forward to having all of that and pulling that together. But Tuesday, October the 1st is that proclamation, as I've indicated. Then we have Media Day. Media Day is going to be, Media Day is going to be on the 9th. And Sports Visions is handling that for us.
Proud to be a part of it.
We're excited about that. I mean, your partnership and sponsorship for this means a whole lot, because it really is going to give our young people in this the tri-communities from these universities to be able to take a good look at what they have.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
so it's going to mean a whole lot. So thank you all for being great partners
Our pleasure.
in that. And so we're looking so forward to that. And then, of course, we have our cocktails and networking, and that's going to be at the Suite. That's going to be on Thursday, October the 10th. And so we ask people to come out and be a part of that. That is, again, it's really just networking. It's a big party, but it's networking. You get a chance to talk with alumni from the various universities and hear more about what's going on. And so that's going to be really good. We also have on that same evening the UFC Fight Pass. That's going to be at the Civic Center. But now, it's not an official Tuskegee Classic, Tuskegee Morehouse Classic, but we had a promoter, Silky Williams, who said, look, you know what? I want to give back. I want to do something for this classic.
Very nice.
And so she says, although I want to put this event on during your week of activities, what we do want to do is to give something back. And so, Silky, thank you for that. I mean, she is giving back some of the proceeds from that event to the Classic
That's
because
good.
she definitely wants to help our young people. And so that's some of the things that we have going on.
And again,
So-
when you talk about that event in particular, I mean, you know, a portion of the proceeds, that's a fight, that's a promoter's, that's their baby. And
That's
for
their
them
baby.
I think that's just fantastic for them to be able to
Yeah.
at least, pledge or donate some monies to the cause.
That's right. And then, of course, on Friday we have our chairman's reception. This year, for the first time, we're going to be doing it on the Frank K. Martin pedestrian bridge, which is the 14th Street pedestrian bridge. And so that kind of, between Columbus and Phoenix City. And it's going to be really nice overlooking the river. That is a by invitation event only, of course, but we are looking so forward to that. And then, of course, we have talked with and worked with Uptown Columbus's chairman and CEO, Ross Horner. And what Ross is going to do with his Friday night series, he got our main man who's going to be there to assist. That's a DSOS band
Right.
with Charlie Bynum. And so they're going to be doing their thing on Friday night. So we're going to leave the bridge and come on down the Broadway and just enjoy those festivities. And then after that, we know on Saturday,
Yes.
October the 12th, lineup for the parade starts at 8 o'clock on the Phoenix City side. Then, of course, we come on into Columbus, but the parade will start at 9 a.m. Largest parade in the city. Largest parade. We're excited about that.
stuff.
And so we're looking forward to seeing you all in there. And, we have an entourage. It's gonna be huge. And then at 2 o'clock, that head-to-head gridiron action between the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers and the Morehouse Maroon Tigers. And so we know the best Tiger will win. The best Tiger will win. We know that. But, right after the parade, we want people to head on down to the stadium because we have a scholarship tent that you can just get a $25 arm band for. And for $25, you can eat all the food and drink all the adult beverages that you want.
Wow.
And so that again goes toward the cause. And the cause is
Only
all
25
about
bucks?
only $25, and it's all about scholarships. And so instead of going out and you can tailgate, it's all going on, but you're going to be in the tent for a little bit. Nice, cool, air-conditioned tent.
That's right.
For $25.
Tell them how they can get one of those $25.
One of those $25 tickets, you can go to the Tuskegee Morehouse Classic office, which is 1170 Brown Avenue. You can go there and you can pick those up, or contact our Sports Vision guys,
That's
and
right.
they can tell you, other locations. But the Classic office is the main point of where you can pick those up at. And so we're excited about that. And another big thing that we're doing this year is we are. For the first time, we have a Cash App. And the Cash App that we've created is a way for those people who are not going into the game, if they're not buying that $25 football ticket, the ticket to enter, then you're just out there in the tailgate area having a good time. We love it. We just gonna have a great time. But it's not helping towards scholarships.
That's right.
That's not helping towards scholarships. And so what we're asking is that at that Cash App, in that Cash App, it's $TUMH Classic. If you will donate any amount to $TUMH Classic. Those funds will go to help support both Tuskegee and Morehouse's students, those who are entering school, those who are trying to get out of school. And so that's what this game is all about. And that's bringing and creating scholarships for these young people.
Where can they go online, Lisa, to get into the itinerary or other information?
If they go to www.tuskegee-morehouseclassic.com. Again, that's Tuskegee-morehouseclassic.com. You can get all of the information about this 84th Classic. Anything you need to know, purchase tickets, I had talked the vending locations, any of that and that stuff. It's there for you.
So again, for the public out there, that the events in addition to the game, and of course you got two different tickets. You got the VIP tailgate ticket, the $25 ticket, all you can eat, all you can drink, but the regular general admission tickets.
That's $20 in advance. You can get that again online. Student tickets in advance is $15. And so go ahead and get your advance tickets because they're a little bit more at the door. We have locations, of course. You can get from Columbus, Phoenix City, Tuskegee, Atlanta, various locations. But in Columbus, you can get them at both of the Ace Hardware locations, Wild Bill's, the Civic Center, and of course the Tuskegee Morehouse Classic office on Brown Avenue. In Phoenix City, go to Ed's Country Cooking and Mel and Abe's Barbershop. Those are our ticket venues and those locations.
Well, Lisa, we're looking forward to the biggest Tuskegee Morehouse Classic ever.
Yes, can't wait.
Right.
84th.
84. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the chairperson of the Tuskegee Morehouse Classic Committee, Lisa Goodwin. We'll be right back after these messages.
Should planning your travel be more stressful than staying at home? Of course not. Here at Lumpkin Travel, our VIP service makes traveling easy and fun.
Girls Trip!
We've helped serve thousands of people and families experience their dream vacation by taking the hassle out of travel.
Thank you.
We book your flight, reserve your hotel, and make sure you have a stress-free vacation so you can enjoy every moment of it.
Thank you.
We even help you choose different activities that you're guaranteed to enjoy. And the best part is, we find you the best price at no extra charge for you. Actually, 95% of customers save money and time by booking with Lumpkin Travel. So start thinking about your dream vacation. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, we'll make it happen for you. As easy as 1, 2, 3. Call today or log on and set up your vacation of a lifetime with Lumpkin Travel, your travel agent for life.
For all of your tire and service needs, be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 3109 Victory Drive in Columbus. For your convenience, we have a 20,000 square foot state-of-the-art building, premium environment to the customer. For workstations, Wi-Fi, we carry Bridgestone, Firestone, Falcon, and Continental. Our managers have over 125 combined years in the industry. We have 24/7 commercial roadside assistance, DOT inspections, complete automotive services. Our phone number is 706-940-0982. Be sure to visit Complete Tire and Service, 706-940-0982. Welcome back to Sports Vision. It's now time for our Atlanta Falcons report. And Dale, right now they are sitting on an F. And again, that report card, if they were due. But, unfortunately, the Falcons lost another home game deal. But I don't think that they just lost the home game. I'm worried about the fans because they were not in the building.
They were not in the building. You heard the boo birds all over the place, DJ. Falcons 1-3. Only other two teams are 1-3 are the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. And we know that the Atlanta Falcons' expectations were much higher than a 1-3 at this point. I just think, a change must come. And I think we always talk about they're not protecting Matt Ryan. I think really in far as they're dealing too much with the passing game, but you don't have a running game. Your concerns about Devontae Freeman as a running back, he's on the pitch count. It's almost like they're playing him very softly. We're going to be very careful with this guy. But you got to go get some big running backs, DJ. I don't care what they do developmental-wise. They got to get some more personnel for their offense, especially at the running back position.
Of course, they have their needs on offense, but I'm more concerned with the defense because Dan Quinn is the head coach and he also is the coordinator. But Marcus Mariota threw 3 first-half touchdowns against Atlanta in the Benz, and again, on Sunday. And again, they jumped out front and attacked them. And I don't understand if again with Dan Quinn being in charge of the defense. I see, we're not getting the rush, we're not getting the pressure that I was expecting, and it gives me something to think about. But at the same time, the best part about what's going on right now, Dale, that it's still early. Still 12 games left. Now again, 1-3 is not the best start, but 12 weeks from now, it is enough time to get this thing turned around.
It is, DJ. It's the first quarter of the year. It's just the fourth game. But I think really, DJ, at the same time, you got to continue to improve, and hopefully that you are improving. You mentioned something that was big. Dan Quinn being the head coach, a former defensive coordinator, you expect a little bit more on defense. And I think that's not happening, especially on the back end side. The number 2 pick that they got out of Colorado, he has not covered anybody this year, DJ, and I think really that was picked up by Tennessee Titans because they were throwing the ball. They were going after these guys. Trufant played a decent game, but at the same time, you got to have some people making plays in the secondary because, in the NFL, if they see a weakness, they like sharks with blood in the water. They're going to go after you. They're going to expose your weaknesses, and I think the Falcons were exposed from that standpoint, DJ, but not, the Julio Jones piece, the Ridley piece. Sanu got more balls just against the Tennessee Titans that he's probably gotten in the last 3 years. But you can tell it's not clicking, DJ. And again, for the Falcons' defense, the only thing it is that I still think 4 games, these guys are still trying to get it together. So like you said, DJ, maybe you say, okay, 8 games. Will they be 1-6 or 1-7 in 8 games, or will they be 4-4? But I think they got definitely a lot of room to improve, make some adjustments, do some different things, get some new personnel. They got room to grow, and hopefully that we'll see a better showing from the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, it's not going to get any easier because obviously going out to Houston to play the Texans and of course Deshaun Watson, that's another animal within itself. So we're going to find out real quick if they were able to rebound and recover from, of course, Marcus Mariota and of course the Tennessee Titans. But let's talk about some of the other intriguing things that are storylines in the NFL. When we talk about the New York Football Giants and Daniel Jones, once again, Dale, he has not cooled off yet. He is, of course, they're 2-0 now with him at the helm. And again, New York is a good place to be.
It's a good place to be, man. And I think Daniel Jones, he's the future. He's going to be the quarterback for the rest of the year, especially if he continues to win. But like I said, the Eli Manning piece, they need to do some business with Eli while they have him there. I think really he's maybe a Hall of Famer. He is a 2-time Super Bowl champion and 2-time Super Bowl MVP. But I think really the Daniel Jones piece, he continues to do what he does. I think that the New York Giants got him a quarterback for the future.
Absolutely. And again, what got into Jameis Winston, man? Who would have thought that they would go out to L.A. and slap 55, a 50 burger on the board and, of course, come away with a victory?
55 points, DJ. That's the largest. That was a record for Tampa Bay. And I think really Jameis Winston, every time somebody try to write him off, DJ, he comes back with a spectacular game. And really to go to L.A. at L.A. and win and score 55 points, that was big in itself. But DJ, I got major concerns about Todd Gurley.
Okay, we'll talk about that at another time. However, the best thing that happened to the quarterback, Jameis Winston, was because Bruce Arians, the head coach down there, the first-year head coach, obviously, his record of working with the Ben Roethlisbergers of the world and the sorts, he's probably, going, we haven't seen the last of Jameis Winston. Talk about staying in that same conference. The New Orleans Saints were able to put it on the Cowboys, man. Again, look at our Falcons falling behind 1-3, and we got Jameis Winston. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going. They're all fired up, and then of course we got Teddy Bridgewater and the New Orleans Saints. They hadn't missed a beat.
The New Orleans Saints have not missed a beat, and that's the comparison when you want to play the Falcons against the Saints. The Saints are playing with what they got, what they always had. They've always had a good, strong offensive line. They're playing without their all-pro quarterback, Drew Brees, Teddy Bridgewater coming off the bench, managing the game like it is. But really, I think this is the biggest thing that the Saints are really underrated on. Their defense is playing outstanding, DJ. And I think really, to give up 10 points only 10 points to the Dallas Cowboys and you win 12-2, I think that's big in itself. And really, Sean Payton is doing an outstanding job motivating and coaching the New Orleans Saints at this point.
And to add more fire to the situation, you talk about the other team in the division, the Carolina Panthers playing with Kyle Allen, not playing with, of course, Cam Newton, but Kyle Allen, and they've won 2 games.
That's right, DJ. They won 2 games, winning on the road. I mean, really, it just kind of, you kind of look at the situation and say, okay, these guys can play. We got good personnel. If we don't beat ourselves, we're still in the game, and we can probably pull off the game. But I think really for that inconsistency, I'm still going to go back to my theory, DJ. It's going to take 4 or 5 games for these guys to get in football shape again. And I think really some of the surprise teams out there, DJ, it's really they're benefiting from it because their people were practicing all during this the summer, while other ones were sitting people out games. They didn't play an exhibition game. They didn't do this. Now these younger teams, you can see some promise in all those teams.
Don't go anywhere. The Braves Report is up next.
Hello, everybody. My name is Rosalind Murray. I'm the owner of Roz Cafe and Catering Services. I'm open 7 days a week for catering and only on Sundays for dinner. So you can come in on Sundays only to pick up your delicious meal. I'm a one-stop shop for all your catering needs for weddings, pastor anniversaries, corporate events, family reunions, anything you need catering for. Call me at 706-992-6106. Thank you.
Elevate the way you celebrate at Sky Zone. Have a party unlike any other. More laughs, more freedom, more action. This day belongs to you. It's your party, your way. Only at Sky Zone. Call or visit us online today. We'll take care of the rest.
At Moe's, we've always been real Southwest. And we're proud of it. It's in our name after all. And we've always been real people, using real Southwest flavors, making real Southwest eats. And we've always built every burrito right on the line, fresh, just for you. Real, fresh Southwest. Welcome to Moe's.
Welcome back to Sports Visions. It's now time for the Atlanta Braves Report, or should I say the Atlanta Braves postseason report, because, Dale, it's a brand new season.
It's a brand new season, DJ, and it's October, DJ, and really all the accolades and all the good things that happened for the Atlanta Braves this year is gone to the wayside. But really, they did name some of their players. The Braves gave their awards out, and, Ozzie Albies won the Silver Slugger Award, DJ. He kind of slipped up on me because I've been watching Ronald Acuna Jr. so much, man, that he did a great job this year. He led the Braves in batting at .299, and he had 200 hits.
Wow, he came up and clipped away Freddie Freeman because Freddie was leading in every category basically throughout the season.
Yeah, he sure did. He consistently played and kept continually playing, but really, he did a great job. The Braves named Ronald Acuna Jr. as their MVP.
When you talk about winning 97 games, and that's great in anybody's book, man. But again, back-to-back 90-win seasons. Snicker, he deserves our Player of the Year award.
That's right.
Excuse me, Coach of the Year award.
That's right. He did. Josh Donaldson.
Okay.
Comeback player.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, a manager of the year. I could give him the manager of the year again, DJ. He's done a great job. He handles his guys like playing for him, DJ. I think one of the biggest things about him, though, man, he's a Braves guy. He's always been in the Braves organization. He almost has that Bobby Cox feel on that. He knows players. He watches his players. He can call players up, and they can produce and play. But the good thing about it, the players like playing for him, DJ.
Actually, of course, the players that had the opportunity to get some rest, of course, last Thursday when they sat down Ronald Acuna, but everybody didn't get the luxury of having 7 days off, and of course, it's time to crank it back up now.
It is, DJ, and really their first game is going to be Thursday in the playoffs against the Cardinals, which the Cardinals are hot. But really, the Braves are hitting the baseball, DJ, it's hard to beat them jokers. So really, I think for us, them having, our expectations for the Braves moving on in the playoffs, got to have one game at a time, DJ, because really the St. Louis Cardinals, traditionally, they have a winning legacy, especially in October.
Especially in October. But when you talk about, of course, the National League deal, the Dodgers are the team to beat. Ultimately, you got to take care of business, and hopefully the Braves can knock off St. Louis. But the Dodgers are, as far as the National League, that's the team to beat.
That's the team to beat, and the Dodgers will be awaiting the winner of the Washington Nationals and the Milwaukee Brewers game. And really, the Dodgers, really, second in the whole major leagues in home runs. They hit a lot of home runs. So it's going to be interesting to see whoever the winner, the wild card winner, are they going to be able to stay on the field with the LA Dodgers?
Tell you what, you're talking about home runs. This year was a record year in Major League Baseball for home runs. 6,777 home runs, an 11% increase in home runs from last year.
That is interesting, DJ. Like we talked about it on our radio show. Is the ball juiced or what's going on? But really, people talk about the ball being juiced and stuff. You still got to hit the ball, DJ. And I just think some of these players are just bigger, faster, and definitely stronger and able to hit home runs. And everybody loves the long ball.
Everybody loves the long ball. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take another short break. This is Sports Visions.
We think you would really shine in the Aflac program.
Aflac. Coach Saban, we have health insurance.
Did health insurance pay for everything?
No. We still have bills.
Aflac gives you money directly to help with those.
Aflac.
And your deductibles, knee brace, whatever you choose.
Aflac sounds like a winner.
We try.
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Get to know us at aflac.com.
Don't miss the annual Tuskegee Morehouse Football Classic, featuring the Morehouse Maroon Tigers versus the Tuskegee Golden Tigers. This is a cat fight you don't want to miss. Saturday, October the 12th at the A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium. Kickoff time is at 2 p.m. Be sure to check out all the classic events, including the classic cocktails and networking. Don't you dare miss the classic parade, tailgating, and one of the largest vendor fairs around. That's the annual Tuskegee Morehouse Football Classic, the granddaddy of them all.
UFC Fight Pass is coming to the Columbus Civic Center Thursday, October 10th. Columbus, Phoenix City, Fort Benning, and the entire Chattahoochee Valley. Star International Entertainment presents Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass. Tickets are on sale now and going fast at the Columbus Civic Center box office. Thursday, October 10th at the Columbus Civic Center, featuring Jacob Kilborn, a Dana White Contender Series veteran versus Javonis Ross. Undefeated 9-0 prospect Askar versus Albert Martinez. Chase Boutwell versus Joey Martin. Heavyweight action with Chris Beast Boy Barnett versus Rashawn Action Jackson, plus the #1 ranked fighter in the Southeast, Jared Gooden, Lamar Brown, and more. Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass at the Columbus Civic Center, October 10th. Drone streaming live in over 250 countries. Tickets are going fast. General admission seats start at just $25. Get your tickets now at the Columbus Civic Center box office or visit Ticketmaster.com. Island Fight 60 UFC Fight Pass, Thursday, October 10th at the Columbus Civic Center.
And welcome back to today's final segment of Sports Visions, Dale. It's been an incredible week, and of course, it's going to be an even better weekend.
It's going to be a better weekend, DJ, and really, October is here. We love the month of October. We're very busy in October, DJ, but we're getting ready for some bigger things before the end of the year.
Absolutely. Of course, now don't forget that Georgia's going on the road to play Tennessee. And again, you got, Tennessee's backed themselves into a corner, and I just hope that the Dogs can go ahead and execute and do what they need to do. And you talk about Auburn. Auburn's got to go on the road again. They are playing very well, but they got to go down to the Swamp.
They got to go to the Swamp, DJ, and we're going to find out continuously. Is Auburn worth all the hype? I think Auburn's a very good football team. I see them upsetting the Florida Gators down in the Swamp.
And of course, we just talked about the Atlanta Braves deal. And again, what make a better season to put a cherry on top than to come away with a pennant?
Come away with a pennant, DJ, winning the whole National League. Don't get stuck on what you did during the regular season, because now it's off season, it's postseason, it's October. Hopefully they'll do a great thing this year.
And big ups to Lisa Goodwin. She is the chairman of the Tuskegee Morehouse Committee. And again, of course, the 84th annual Tuskegee Morehouse Classic is coming to town real soon. Sports Visions is proud to be a part of this particular classic, Dale, in more ways than one. Of course, we'll be leading not only the press conference on Wednesday, but we'll also have host the scholarship tent.
The scholarship tent, which is big, DJ, and all you have to do to contribute to this scholarship tent is pay $25, get your wristband, and you come in, eat and drink throughout the football game. It's a great opportunity for someone to sow into Tuskegee or Morehouse in their scholarship fund. So we between Sports Vision Radio, PNB Broadcast, Headquarters Nissan, and Roz Catering and Chester. It's going to be big, man.
Yes, indeed. I tell you, looking forward to that. In addition to you folks out there that are watching this show, we appreciate you and we thank you for supporting us. But we also want you to join us on the radio, the Sports Visions radio show. That's every Monday and Thursday from 4 to 6 o'clock on WRCG 92.1.
For the best in local, regional, and national sports, tune in to Sports Vision.
Well, that's going to do it for all the sports we have for today. For Dale Williams, I'm DJ Jones, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball. Have a great week.